Percentage of rapes college students think are false claims. 50%. Percentage of rape studies find are false claims. 2 to 8%. Now that it is clear that consent is misunderstood, let's understand it. So first, what is consent? Sexual consent is an agreement to participate in a sexual activity. So what does this agreement look like? Here's a scenario. A guy meets a girl at the bar. They hit it off and start dancing and kissing. After he buys her a few more drinks, he has to take her home. She agrees, and they go back to his house. He is not nearly as drunk as she is, and she has fallen asleep. She wakes up the next morning, not remembering anything from the previous night. So she wakes him up and asks if they had sex the night before. Was consent given in this scenario? No. But why? There were 2 red flags in this scenario. The girl did not give the guy permission to have sexual intercourse with her. No matter what previously happened at the bar, she still has to agree to have sex. Consent to engage in one sexual activity at one time is not consent to engage in a different sexual activity. The girl was in no condition or awareness to give permission on the first problem. If someone is clearly impaired and unaware, no sexual activity should be continued. Alcohol consumption can render a person incapable of giving consent. So how could consent be given in this scenario, saving the guy from getting locked up? Let's rewind. A guy meets a girl at the bar. They hit it off and start dancing and kissing. After he buys her a few more drinks, after he gets to know her, he has to take her home. She agrees, and they go back to his house. Things are heating up, and the guy wants to have sex with her. She wakes up the next morning, happy. So was consent given in this scenario? Yes. But why? The guy asked the girl if he could have sex with her, and she consciously said yes. Let's look at another scenario. A guy and a girl are married. The guy wants to have sex with his wife. She says no, but he keeps asking. She goes to sleep and wakes up the next morning with wet pants on. Was consent given in this scenario? No, but why? Marital rape is a crime. Just because they are married doesn't mean one partner is obligated to have sex. She said no, and she was sleeping when he had sex with her. A husband is exempt when he does not have to use force because his wife is most vulnerable and is legally unable to consent. Approximately 10 to 14% of married women are raped by their husbands in the United States. So how could consent be given in this scenario? Impossible. All he had to do was not have sex with her, and this wouldn't be rape.